Hey, it's Camille from Chicken Scratch and Sniff. Today I'm going to show you how you can print on sticky notes. I just shared a new product with you guys called Come Follow Me Sticky Notes. They're so that you can use them to do a lesson with them, to encourage other people to participate, to praise people for participating, all kinds of different things. So I want to show you how to do it just so you can avoid any frustrations with your printing. So first of all, there's this square sheet. This will help you line up the sticky notes so that it'll print perfectly on them and you don't have to stress, okay? Now, there's two versions in the file that you download. They have the same Post-it notes on all of them, the same sayings and everything. One is right side up and one is upside down. It just depends on your printer. So like when you put this in your printer, is it gonna print, and it goes like this, is it printing on this side or on this side? So depending on that, you might need the right side up or the upside down. Mine prints on this side, and so I need a upside down one. That's just the way it is, okay? So what you'll see is on these papers, there'll be arrows, okay? And at the top, where the arrow is pointing up, that's where you're gonna wanna put the sticky side, okay? You can get sticky notes that have all the way on their whole sheet stick, like these ones. The whole thing sticks, not just a part of it. And so if you're really worried, those are a great way to go, and they stick really well, which is super helpful too, okay? Now, if you printed it and it was upside down on your sticky notes, you can still use them. I've noticed if you put it like on a vertical surface especially, they'll start to curl. So if you do it that way, you wanna make sure that they're gonna see it in a couple hours so it doesn't curl down and they're like, what is this? So if you messed up that way, you can still use them. Just use them well, maybe on a horizontal surface. Now, so once you get your things all lined up, you're gonna wanna put it back in your printer the exact same way that you got it out so that it lines up right, okay? So my trick, I do this even though I've printed these a million times, I always put an X on my paper. So when you pull out the tray for your printer, I just put an X right here at the top because it's not going to print on a sticky note or anything. It's just going to tell me exactly how I need to put it back in, and then everything's going to print right, okay? And when I put this in my printer, see the arrow has the sticky notes with the things at the top? That's because I want that part to go in first. If this part goes in first, there's a chance that you would get a paper jam, and we don't want that to happen, okay? So sticky side always first, like this, okay? You'll see that this is also a little bit different. So this is for the upside down one, this is for the right side up one. So it's a slightly different, but that way you can know where you need to put your sticky sides on, okay? If you have it and you didn't put it right back in your printer the correct way, sometimes what will happen is it just goes off a little bit, but you can still kind of use it, but it just makes it a little wonky. And that just means that you didn't put it the exact same way back in. You might have just flipped it around or something. So double check how you're putting it in. Put that X on your printer before you slide it through so you know how to put it exactly back right. The reason why I did these sticky notes in the first place is because I wanted to remind my kids to do their part of the lesson. Like if I asked them to teach this small part, I want to remind them and have them prepare, but I didn't want to nag them about it. I don't want to argue with them. I don't want to have this whiny relationship. I want it to be positive. And so these sticky notes, they get recognized because they're so fun. Like you're not used to seeing a printed thing on a sticky note. And so when they see them, they're fun, they're exciting. They get noticed because I use all these bright colors. And it's not all this pressure, like me as a mom saying, hey, did you prepare your lesson? You know, it's less pressure. They can process it, they can deal with it, they can plan. It's on them, and it's not this confrontation. But I also did it because I love sticky notes, and I love using them in lessons, and so I wanted to have that opportunity in those files for me to use in my lessons. So I'll show you a couple examples. You can see here, I'm going to have a please if I think that they might say those. I have a pretty please do this part of the lesson. Okay, so here's one that you can do. So you can just put this on their scriptures that morning and have, if you're encouraging that personal scripture study, and ask them to ponder something. So this one says, what phrase stood out to you? And so I would put, come and see for that one chapter that we did the other week, John 1. But what you can do is everybody can do this one together, and then when you come together as a group to discuss, you can put them on your TV, you can put them on a board like this, whatever you want, and then you can see what similarities there are. Who said the same thing? Who are they all different? Did we all see different things? You start to see the scriptures through new eyes because you're seeing it through their perspectives. And so it's really, really neat to see that. There's other ones, and you can do it where you give them all the same one, or you give them all different things. So you can see things in different ways. So like you can have them draw it, you can have them focus on a phrase, you can have them focus on a specific verse, and these Post-its will kind of help you do all that. But there's also some that say thank you, some that ask them to help out with the lesson, things like that, to keep everybody involved in the Come Follow Me discussion, get your spouse and you on the same page, talk about the plans for the week, what things you want to focus on together, just all kinds of things, but also ways to praise and to thank everybody for participating. So go and grab yours. Super fun. These are always fun. I love sticky notes, you guys. If you want to give me a birthday present, give me sticky notes. All right. I will put the link in the comments so you can go grab yours. Have a great week. Bye.